Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because what you're about to hear might be the wildest, most jaw-dropping meltdown in modern hip-hop history. This isn't your typical petty celebrity feud. This isn't just another spicy Instagram comment war or a subliminal line in a freestyle. No, this is the real deal, a full-blown implosion caught in real time, with fists flying, secrets exposed, and reputations on the line. It all centers around a scandal so intimate, so volatile, that it turned longtime allies into instant enemies. Picture this: 1 minute, 50 Cent, hip-hop's most notorious troll, is casually doing what he does best: stirring up drama, throwing shade, running his mouth like it's just another Tuesday on Instagram. And the next, Papoose, the very definition of ride or die, shows up like a heat-seeking missile with one target in sight: Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. The tension boiled over into an actual physical altercation outside a Manhattan studio, while Remy Ma, caught in the middle, screamed for someone, anyone, to stop the madness. So how did we get here? What could possibly turn two respected veterans of the hip-hop game into bitter enemies in front of cameras, fans, and the world? The answer is a betrayal of the highest order, one that not only threatened a marriage, but shattered a decades-old friendship in the most public, humiliating, and cinematic way imaginable. The spark? An alleged leak of Remy Ma's private, intimate photos posted by none other than 50 Cent himself. Now let's get this clear. This wasn't some clumsy hack or accidental airdrop. This was deliberate. Sources claim 50 Cent personally posted the photos, pictures so sensitive and private, they were never meant to see the light of day. And where did he post them? Not on some anonymous burner account. Not behind a paywall or a shadowy Reddit drop. No, he posted them on his main Instagram story. The same place he promotes his TV shows, trolls his enemies, and cracks jokes for millions to see. One image, one caption, and just like that, boom, the internet erupted. What made it worse and infinitely more complicated was the nature of the photos. They weren't just sexy selfies. According to insiders, they were deeply intimate, allegedly taken during a moment Remy shared with someone who wasn't her husband, Papoose. Rumors began swirling instantly. Were these recent? Were they old receipts from a past fling? Did 50 Cent just expose Remy's infidelity in front of the entire world? The timing couldn't have been worse. With no warning, Remy found herself accused of cheating, humiliated in front of her fans, and watching her marriage unravel, all in real time. And Papoose? He didn't run to social media. He didn't issue a statement. He didn't call a lawyer. He pulled up. Let's set the scene. It was early evening outside a Manhattan studio. 50 Cent had just wrapped up a promotional shoot, probably feeling untouchable, like he'd stirred the pot just enough to trend for the day. What he didn't know was that a literal hurricane was heading his way, dressed in Timberlands and pure rage. Eyewitnesses said Papoose arrived alone. No crew, no security, just cold, focused fury. He didn't yell. He didn't make a scene. He walked straight toward 50 like a man on a mission. And what happened next? According to one source, it was like watching a man possessed. Papoose didn't throw hands, he launched them. The first punch cracked 50's jaw. The second hit him square in the ribs. The commotion was so sudden, so explosive, that security scrambled to react. Chaos erupted. Screams rang out. And from the back of a black SUV, Remy Ma burst out, tears streaming, shouting, "Please stop. This isn't the way." But it was too late. The damage had already been done. And yes, the cameras were rolling. Someone was live streaming. Someone else caught it from inside a parked car. Before the police even arrived, footage was already making its way online. Twitter was on fire. Reddit threads exploded. TikTok ran with theories. But this wasn't just a one-time explosion. This was years of quiet tension finally boiling over. You see, this feud didn't start with the photo leak. It didn't even start in 2024. According to longtime industry insiders, the tension between 50 Cent and Papoose has been brewing for years, quietly, almost invisibly, but undeniably. It started with jokes, small ones. 50 would mention Remy Ma during interviews, sometimes in a flirtatious tone. He'd bring her up during viral segments like Truth or Drink, asking awkward questions, always towing the line between funny and disrespectful. Back in 2020, there was a now infamous moment at a BET Cypher taping. 50 whispered something into Remy's ear on stage. Her face changed instantly. She tensed up. Moments later, Papoose was seen stepping on stage. Fans at the time chalked it up to nothing. But in hindsight, maybe it was a sign. Maybe it was the first crack in what would eventually become a crumbling foundation. Some believe 50 has had a thing for Remy for a long time, whether it was just an ego trip, a long-held grudge, or something more personal. Others say he saw her as leverage, a way to get under Papoose's skin. And if that's true, then posting those photos wasn't a careless moment of rage, it was a calculated move. A targeted attack designed to burn everything to the ground. Now here's the twist. What if this entire scandal wasn't about the photos? What if this wasn't about Remy Ma at all? Some insiders suggest the real target wasn't Remy, it was Papoose. Just a few months before the leak, Papoose released a freestyle that subtly but clearly took aim at 50 Cent's street credibility. It flew under most fans' radar, but not 50's. He saw it, and he remembered. And let's not forget who we're dealing with. 50 Cent is not a man known for letting things slide. This is the same guy who has feuded with Ja Rule, Rick Ross, Diddy, and even his own G-Unit members. He's strategic, he's vindictive, and he knows how to hurt people where it counts. Leaking those photos, if he did indeed do it, wasn't just revenge, it was warfare. Some say it was retaliation for more than one thing. Word on the street is that Remy had recently turned down a major role in a 50-back television project, telling producers it didn't fit her brand. That rejection, it didn't sit well, and for a man with 50's ego, it may have been the final straw. In the days following the incident, fans and bloggers alike went full detective mode. Every past interview, every old lyric, every paparazzi photo was analyzed. Was there an affair? Were the photos new? Did Remy know they were being taken? One now viral tweet from a burner account, allegedly tied to a former G-Unit intern, claimed that 50 had swiped Remy's phone at a VIP dinner in 2018 and never deleted the images. According to the tweet, 50 allegedly joked, "Might need these one day if things get messy." Haha, except now it's not a joke. It's a ticking time bomb that finally went off. And while Remy Ma tried to shield her face from paparazzi and begged security not to press charges, Papoose wasn't done. Because as he turned to lead the scene, sweating, breathing heavy, and glaring, he looked 50 Cent dead in the eye and delivered a warning that shook everyone within earshot. "That was mercy," he said. "You play with my wife again, I'll bury your career." That's not just tough talk. That's a declaration. A man like Papoose, who's been respected in underground hip-hop circles for over 20 years, who stayed loyal to his wife through a prison sentence, doesn't make idle threats. When he speaks, people listen, and when he moves, it's with purpose. Since the incident, the internet has continued to spiral. Fans have taken sides, some calling out Remy Ma for the alleged affair, others blasting 50 for crossing the ultimate line. Industry figures are speaking in hushed tones, unsure of where the chips will fall next. Will 50 Cent clap back with more receipts? Will Papoose retaliate musically, or worse? Will Remy Ma address the situation publicly, or go completely silent? Right now, there's more questions than answers. But one thing is certain, this was not just another hip-hop feud. This was personal. This was emotional. This was real. And we may have just witnessed the start of something far bigger than any of us expected. So what does this all mean? Is this the moment where loyalty dies and revenge takes the wheel? Is this where decades of respect are replaced by distrust, chaos, and scorched earth tactics? Or is this just another example of 50 Cent doing what he's always done, playing with fire, knowing full well the damage it causes? Only time will tell how deep this story truly goes. But if the rumors, the footage, and the fallout are any indication, we're only at the beginning of the chaos. So stay tuned, because this isn't just hip-hop drama. This is warfare. Drop a comment below. Whose side are you on? Team Papoose or Team 50? And do you think this story is over, or is there way more to come?